Welcome. In this video I want to show you how to use the map function within RentFax. What you're seeing on my screen here is I've logged into RentFax. Up here I want to point out two buttons, these green buttons. One is the reports and maps. These are navigation buttons. Right now the reports is toggled. And here's the maps. I'm going to click over to maps real quick and you can see what it looks like for me. When I click over here, I actually have some maps that I've been working on or have recently used, but as a new user you will not see this, so I'm going to show you how to build a map from scratch. RentFax is a system that is driven by subject properties, and so to begin a map you need to have a property address. So I'm going to pull an address in to get us started that is located in a location that I do not have a map of. So here's an address in Indianapolis. Now it's important to know that to have the map function you need to run a RISC detailed report. So I've entered an address here. If you know the area but you don't have an address, you can use Google Maps or other mapping softwares to identify an address within that area. And I'll show you here real shortly how within our own maps you can accomplish the same. So I've pulled up the address, I've filled it in, it's a RISC detail report, and I'm going to run the report. Right now we're going and acquiring the data, the location information for this subject property, and it is returned to us. So it returns to us in the report format, but you'll find up here there's a button that says view and map. When you click that, it's going to take you to the map screen. Now you can see we're in the Indianapolis MSA, and when I zoom in you can see the outline and color of the neighborhood along with the property address that I entered. Here, when I click on that pin, I have the option to go back and open the report. It takes me back to the report. But if I want to continue to build out a map here, I have a couple options. The first option is I can click on the Add Addresses button and come up here and just add in another address. I add this, and when I click the add address, what it's going to do, let's zoom out here, is it's going to pin that address in blue. Now the reason why this is helpful is if this pinned in that same neighborhood, I would then know a relation between those two properties. Because this pinned down here, another way to then find out what this location is scoring and information about that location, I can click the Run Report link right within it. I click Run Report, it takes me back to the report screen, but it's automatically filled in that address. It's also toggled to RISC Detail Report. I click Run Report, and the system goes out and is retrieving the information and data to that address, and then it will present me the detailed view, or the RISC report detailed view. I again click the view and map, and now we can see that both addresses are pinned, both of them are orange, and we can see the different scoring. This particular MSA is at 29.74 versus this neighborhood is a 54.71 MSA score. Now we can see the difference. If we didn't have a property address, another way that you can find that is to zoom in. We'll pick an area in here, zoom in, and just click. This will suggest an address that you can run. So if I was just interested in this particular area, neighborhood, but I didn't have the address, I could use this ability. Again, it'll bring the pin up in blue. I click Run Report. It takes me to the report page, and I click Run Report. Then, in a very short amount of time, it'll retrieve that data, pull it back. Here's the report view again. I can go to the map, And now I can see that I have all three pinned. So you can see in a fairly short amount of time, I can start to build out a map of a targeted area that I'm interested in and compare the risk associated with each location. Using the map function has numerous uses, whether it be expanding a target area you want to look at or better understanding neighboring areas and how they may influence your subject property. I encourage you to use the map function along with the reports. I think it can be very helpful. And this, whether you are just looking at areas or have a list of addresses that you want to add, either way you can build the heat map out for use.